Boom. We're making more coffee. My hair is now a mess because of the hat. I'm not awake today. I'm just not awake. How is everyone? How's it going? Stop looking at that screen. It's here in front of you, Paul. You put it here for a reason. I feel weird not looking at my screens. Firstly, we're going to make some coffee. But I don't know what to make. So you can help me decide that. Secondly, we need to decide on the game. So maybe I should put the poll up first. You may have seen in Discord, I said there's a big list of games which I can play. It takes a while. It takes a minute. She takes a minute. You want to make a cold brew? That'll take hours. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. I mean, actually, interestingly enough, this one, which is the attachment for the, which I haven't used it, for the AeroPress, that one only apparently takes 3 hours. So I could do, one day I could like start this and then we could have it later on. Or I could do one before the stream.
Hey, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join us today.
Oh, it's Joe! It's Mr. Joe Runnings. Wait, I need to play his anthem. Oh god. There you go, Joe. How you doing? Thank you for joining us so early. 11 months. That is it's almost a year. Funny enough, because I'm an affiliate a year today, so yeah. Wow. A whole year, eh? Joe, we're deciding what to make. Wait until after the coffee for the game vote. Yeah, I'll pop that. Well, I'll throw out some ideas. So, B said paparazzi, which is just a game about taking pictures of dogs, as far as I'm aware. So, yes, obviously that's on the list. I'm awake definitely did not just roll out of bed. I mean, same. Literally the same, Joe. I was like, oh, I need to actually wipe down and set everything up and maybe I should get up. So I've had like leftover Chinese for breakfast as well. Right, what are we doing? What are we going to do? Like I say, we could do an AeroPress, we could do a pour over, we could do a French press, we could do, if you really wanted to, a Vietnamese, that's not the word, it's Vietnamese. We could do the old, this thing, the old drippy drip. That's kind of all my options right now. I could just not have coffee. Mini. I think so. This coffee arrived the other day. You see that? You can still see that. I think we've had this one before. Yeah, we must have had that one before. Is that a medium? That's dark. Okay. We've got some more Joe to finish off. That's still open from last week. I kind of want to see the Vietnamese, but also aware that it has to deal with. Yes, to be fair, we are going out in public, so I might veto that idea. How about I do the Vietnamese next week? Must lurk briefly for pub reasons. That's fine. I think I'm gonna do a pour over, a standard pour over. If no one's gonna suggest anything, I'll go for a pour over. I've adapted the French press I bought by just removing the press part, so it now has a lid. I have something coming in the post from eBay, which is those rings that adapt like the filters onto anything. So hopefully this will be less. I mean, I don't like that, but it works for now. So I've got an adapter. A duff nut. Yes, a duff nut. A wooden duff nut. Get some coffee on the go, shall we? What should we have? Right, we can go for the house. We can go for Zaroka. Or we can go for Plan Alto. These two are like specialties. Can you see those? Yes. And then you got the house. The fanciest. Ooh. I would say that's the Plan Alto that came the other day. Because it tastes like chocolate malt milkshake. It's new. It's fresh. I haven't even aired it out a little bit. So, I've been playing about with this container a bit. I think I've got the French press down now. To the point where it's not. I mean, so. Ooh, well, that was the top of it. I'll show it on this camera, Paul. Show it on this camera. You can sort of see, where is it? There. See where the join is of the spiral. There is. I'll go to the bigger screen. Go to the bigger screen, Paul. Slightly bigger. You can see where it's like really bendy here, and that's where the seal's being broken and grounds are coming through. So, every time you wash it, and if you take this apart, you have to make sure, like, this extra strong doubled bit where it overlaps, pressing down on that bit so it works. Also, it also needs to be centered, which it sometimes isn't. But that was the reason why it went wrong the other time. Ah! We've lost a bean. Go Posh, Trixie, you can... What? And Trixie. Posh and Trixie. So I've been going a little bit less on the whole dosage. That's gone down the back. Oh no, it came out. It's fine. Popped out back around the front. I've been a little bit less on the dosage recently, and I've been getting better results. So I'm going to go for about a 38. Ooh, a couple more. There we go, dead on. I don't know if that's just my taste buds, but 38 seems about right. Stick it in the old grinder. I'm going to grind it at 24. I've been grinding slightly larger as well. Because it just needs to taste better. It's like I was doing like grinding it at what? 14 I think was the lowest, but that was for light roast. Maybe 18 for dark, and that was so it's a bit different. Well, significant. Stick that on so it's not too loud. Spoil the kettle while we're doing that. Ready for a loud noise? Grinding's done, waiting for the kettle now. When does my new kettle arrive? When I've bought it. I still haven't actually bought it yet. Yeah. I don't know why. I'm still trying to decide between the colours, if anything. Right. set it up while the kettle's boiling. Can you hear the kettle? Yes, you can. My grinder needs a big clean. I think I'll be doing that this afternoon. It's just, I've got like, because I'm using the same container to weigh and then get the grounds. It's just a little bit of a mess. Not too loud though. Eh. You know what I did forget is an actual mug to drink from. How dare you? We have a few new sounds. Only a few. Okay, so we're going to do about 700 mils, because this is how much it could take. Anywhere between 650 700 should do. Again, I've been like playing about with the ratios, so that's a lot different from what we used to do. We are going to bloom it. Can you actually see? You can't see the top. I wonder if I can midstream do some. Please forgive the wonky camera. Why are you twisting? What the hell's going on here? And then, oh god, no, Titan. And what if I would do that? Hey, look, you can see a Tesco bag at the side. Yes, that'll do. Which colour kettle would you go for? See that Geek likes copper things and just thinks the copper thing would be too much. I mean, the black does go with everything else here, but I thought it'd be nice and stands out. I don't know. I just like the copper. Right, let's try and bloom this. So we're only going to put... I tend to, like, you start from... I don't have any control, that's why I need a new kettle. But you see I've put about 80 grams in there, that's about twice as much as to the coffee as the water. And that'll give it a nice little initial bloom. Sometimes I go 3 times as much depending on the... how I feel. How much control I have. Yeah, it's actually blooming quite well, no? You can see it has, like... Can you actually see that? There you go. It has sort of expanded a little bit, like dough when it's rising. You can see it does a bit more there. So, give it a little bit more. There you go. A few more bubbles coming out. Blue and wood. The dark navy blue does look good, but I don't think it matches anything in this room. So this room is like my cyan teal sort of blue. Like you can see it on the stream and everything. That's the blue I've gone for. So it would have to be that blue. I just wouldn't want to maintain the shine. Yeah, that's the only issue. But, whatever. Right, we're giving it enough time. We should be doing about 20 milliliters, grams, same thing, of water every second. But because I don't have any control over this kettle, it's going to be more towards 30, 40. You can see it going up slowly there, can't you? You can get special scales which tell you how fast you're pouring. It's actually going quite well, this one. Let that settle a little bit. Give it a little stir. How that's doing? Not bad. Actually, that might be enough. A bit more. There we go. About 700. That'll do. Job done. Unplug the kettle so it can be retrieved if needed. And then we just let it drip a little bit. Too much polishing. It'll give me something to do. Looks tasty. Yeah, it does. There you go. I'll give you a little close-up of the actual grinds. Might have been a little bit too big. You know, that was what, 20? It was 24 again. I've been playing about with 24 and 22. Seems about right. Like, this means nothing if you have a different grinder. It means nothing if you have the same grinder. They're all different. But relative to the fact that I was doing like 18 to 14 like before, it's a little bit coarser. I went up to 34 or 36, I think, when I did the French press of beans, the house beans. So you can see there's a big difference there. Right, is that still dripping? I think that's good. Probably afford to put a little bit more in there, a little bit more water and a little bit more. So we could go up to like 45 grams and add another, maybe 42 grams, because we did 38, didn't we? Maybe anywhere between like 40, 42, and then add another 50 milliliters of water to 100. I should probably work that out properly, but I can't be bothered because it's 1 gram of coffee to 18 milliliters of water. Same thing, grams and milliliters are the same when it comes to water. Right, there we go. Again, I have adapted the lid from the French press side. Oh, that gets a little bit warm though. This one seems a little bit weaker than usual. Give it a taste. B, go away, Red Bull. I'm here for a different kind of caffeine. No audio, apparently my earphones are on a battery. I'm glad, well, I'm not saying I'm glad it's your earphones, but I'm glad it's not me. Thank you, Joe, for confirming that. But it gives you wings. Yeah, do you not want wings? It doesn't give you wings, Trickster, it gives you wings with 3 eyes. Because legal reasons. My wings are still percolating in my bionic spine. Oh, brilliant. That's not too bad. I'm going to add some milk because I always add milk because that's me. There we go. Anyway, welcome, B. Look, Ma, I made a coffee joke. Is the way of boiling water different? 1 litre of water is 1 kilogram at sea level, room temperature. I think it's room temperature. So yes, technically boiling water is different. I believe boiling water would be... Well, actually, no, I don't know. Would it be heavier or lighter? Ice is lighter, but that's because the structure changes. Boiling water has more energy, so would it appear heavier? But then it's evaporate. I mean, if it didn't evaporate because it's boiling, if it was like 95 degrees perfectly, something like that, because it should be 95 for coffee. Would that be heavier? Someone look that up. Would it be heavier or lighter because it's more energetic? I would say it would appear heavier because it's got more energy to... Well, no, it's got more energy, so it'll be trying to escape, so it would have expanded. Oh god, that's really messing with my brain. But roughly, 1 milliliter is 1 gram. That's all these scales that it can do milliliters, but all it's doing is it's converting it into grams. It's just doing grams and sticking milliliters on it. Apparently cold is heavier. So something that's like 2 degrees that's not frozen is heavier than something that's like 90 degrees. It'll be slightly smaller because it doesn't start expanding until it hits 0. Because hot water would take up more space, more volume. But it would be lighter. So in that case, no, 1 gram would equal like 1 point something milliliters. Because milliliters is volume. But it's less dense, but it's the same mass, and that's what we're trying to figure out. Anyway, that's the science lesson over.